Well, I'm standing alongside NFL Nation Eagles reporter Phil Sheridan. And Phil, it's interesting because LeSean McCoy is coming off of a 19-yard rushing performance against the Panthers on Monday, and they're actually facing a team now in Green Bay that's trying to get better against the run, and did so by moving Clay Matthews from the outside spot where he traditionally is on the right side and moving him inside. Had a career tackle total of 11, and is actually helping and helped the Bears stay down to about 55 yards rushing. What do you think now McCoy has to do and this Philadelphia Eagles offense has to do to make sure they keep going against Green Bay?
Well, they really have to stay with the run. I think that's a really big part of it. Chip Kelly talks about running the up-tempo offense and taking what the defense gives them. Against Carolina, they were loading up against the run, so the Eagles got away from the run. But they also gave up 38 minutes of time of possession. Against Carolina, they got away with that because Cam Newton was struggling. They sacked him 8 times, and that was a lot to do with how the game turned out. If you give Aaron Rodgers 38 minutes of time of possession, that's going to turn out a whole different kind of way, I think.
Yeah, and it's interesting, too, because they're also going to be having to do this in very cold weather. We heard Mark Sanchez talk today about going to the frozen tundra for the first time, putting away the rainbow sandals and doing that in favor of putting maybe gloves on and sleeves. How do you think this offense, particularly Sanchez, will perform in cold weather?
Well, it's going to be an interesting test. And I was surprised to hear that Sanchez had never played there. He's been in the league for a little while, but
yeah.
Last year the Eagles went there and McCoy ran for 155 yards.
Okay.
Oh,
wow.
Aaron Rodgers did not play in that game, and Matthews was hurt in that game. He played, but he had his hand bandaged. He couldn't use his thumb. So it was not quite the same Green Bay Packers that the Eagles are going to see this Sunday. They're going to need to, I think, again, stick with the run game. Concede some of that hurry-up offense isn't going to work as well, and just hold on to the ball and try to take Aaron Rodgers out of it a little bit.
And speaking of that hurry-up offense, Mark Sanchez right now is running plays at a pace of 6 seconds faster in comparison to what he did in his last full season with the Jets in 2012. So for Phil Sheridan, I'm Josina Anderson.